Think about when you've had problems with sleeping. Did you have trouble falling asleep? Staying asleep? Ever felt exhausted even after a full night of rest? Do your sleep troubles worry you? Do you lose sleep worrying about them? Because that's sort of full circle, laying in bed, not able to sleep because you're worrying about not sleeping. When we sleep poorly, we can become worried or frustrated, and this can make our sleep problems worse. But you can improve sleep by targeting that worry, and one of the ways this can be done is through cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This module will introduce you to cognitive behavioral therapy and provide you techniques to help decrease worrying, promote relaxation, and improve your sleep. Let's start by looking at the ABCs of cognitive therapy. A stands for activating event. B stands for beliefs. C stands for consequences. An activating event is the thing that kicks it all off, something that happens, and this event leads to B, beliefs or thoughts about the event. For example, a group of people may all experience the same exact event but have very different thoughts or beliefs about the event, like when a group of people watch the exact same movie. You liked it, your sister hated it, your buddy fell asleep halfway through because it was nothing like the book, you thought Draco Malfoy was a horrible human being, your sister was all, he's kind of cute and just misunderstood, as though having someone to talk through his teenage angst would have made him less mean to Dobby and kept him away from the Death Eaters. Your buddy's asleep, he's not even listening to your argument, glad he can sleep, right? Our beliefs about the event lead to consequences. These can be in the form of emotions, behaviors, or more thoughts. Let's go through an example. Imagine the following activating event. You're having trouble falling asleep one night. This leads to beliefs or thoughts about this event. For instance, you may think, I won't fall asleep, or I can't fall asleep. This belief leads to consequences in the form of emotions, behaviors, or more thoughts. An emotion you may experience is feeling angry or frustrated, you think? A behavior that might occur is checking and rechecking your alarm clock. It's 3 o'clock. Still 3 o'clock. It's still 3. Oh, it's 3:01! A thought that you might have is, I won't get any sleep, or I'll be up all night. I'm a sleepless zombie mega loser. My bed is a desert wasteland where I lay my happiness down at night to die. Sorry, that one's mine. Let's look more closely at the thought, I won't get any sleep tonight. This is an example of cognitive distortion. That's a thought that feels true to you at the time, but kinda isn't. Kinda like when you try on a pair of pants in the store and you're like, these are amazing! And then you get them home and you just realize they have fantastic lighting and fitting rooms. I mean, you believe it with certainty, but if you take a step back and re-examine it, you realize that it may be exaggerated, even irrational. One type is catastrophizing. That's like my new favorite word, catastrophizing. Just say it out loud. Oh wait, it's like Mufasa, right? Catastrophizing gives me the chills. Catastrophizing is what it sounds like, right? Turning something into a catastrophe or a disaster when it really isn't. Catastrophizing is thinking of the worst case scenario. The thoughts, I won't get any sleep tonight, or I'll be up all night, or if I'm not sleeping, Santa Claus will never come. These are all examples of catastrophic thoughts. This can lead to even further catastrophic thoughts, such as, if I don't get any sleep, I'll fail at my job or school or life tomorrow, or I'll be the only kid on the street on Christmas morning without an Xbox. You may be thinking of the worst case scenario when you have trouble falling asleep. So, what happens when you have thoughts like this? You may feel overwhelmed, restless, frustrated, anxious, naughty list stuff, right? You're gonna have more trouble going to sleep. But cognitive therapy can help you attack and break down these catastrophic thoughts. When broken down, catastrophic thoughts won't feel so terrible. You'll then be able to relax and fall asleep. There are 3 steps involved in counteracting catastrophe. First, you send Bruce Willis and his band of oil rig workers to space to stop the asteroid. Second, you maneuver straight down the Death Star trench and you lock on with nuclear torpedoes. And then third, that's the wrong script. Right, okay, yeah. 3 steps in counteracting catastrophic thoughts, not movies, yes, okay. The first step in counteracting catastrophic thoughts is to learn how to identify them. Step 2 is to recognize that your catastrophic thought is exaggerated. And step 3 is to create a countering mantra, which is a motto or slogan that is repeated frequently in order to dispel the catastrophic thought. I know. Super easy words, narrator lady. May as well just stop the meteor barreling through space rather than go to sleep. Let's put it into practice. Let's begin with step 1, learning how to identify a catastrophic thought. Think back to a time when you had trouble sleeping. Imagine that you're in bed and you can't fall asleep. What thoughts enter your mind? Any catastrophic thoughts? Some common worries that people have are, if I don't get good sleep tonight, then I'll be super cranky tomorrow. then this may lead to the catastrophic thought, then my friends and family will hate me, I'll die miserable and all alone just because I couldn't sleep tonight. Another common worry is I'll feel poorly or I won't be able to think clearly, which can lead to the catastrophic thought, I'll fail at my job, I'll be poor and miserable, and I'm going to die alone, all because I couldn't sleep tonight. Remember, these catastrophic thoughts can also lead to actions or behaviors that will further worsen the situation, such as frequently looking at the clock, which will only further remind you that you're not sleeping, right? It's 3:02, still 3:02, it's 3:02. And then it leads to more worry, more catastrophic thoughts, and less sleep. Man, this all sounds terrible. No wonder you're watching this video. Hey, we got this. We will figure this out. Back to the example we used earlier. When you have trouble falling asleep, your worry might be, I won't fall asleep or I can't fall asleep, which can lead to the catastrophic thought, I won't get any sleep tonight or I'll be up all night. This is the worst case scenario. It's a cause-effect analysis, right? Then you're like 3:03, 3:03. Now that we've identified some common worries and catastrophic thoughts, the next step to combating them is to realize that they may very well be exaggerated and irrational. Recognizing that a catastrophic thought is exaggerated and not factual can be very helpful, and the truth is, most catastrophic thoughts are exaggerated and simply not true. Completely sleepless nights are rare, and after having trouble sleeping, terrible things usually do not occur as a result. Life goes on, the world doesn't end. Thank you, Bruce Willis. Let's look at the third and final step to counteracting catastrophic thoughts and improving your sleep: creating a mantra. Telling yourself chances are low is a mantra. It's a slogan or motto or something you say to yourself frequently that promotes relaxation. So what will your mantra be? Try some out. You can use chances are low or something similar. You can personalize the mantra, make it your own, whatever works for you, whatever breaks down the catastrophe. I might say, I'm always a jerk and they still like me, or jerk power. Or since I'm smarter with 2 hours sleep than my bosses with a whole week is too long, maybe 2 for the win, right? 2 for the win. To recap, this module was on cognitive therapy in order to decrease worrying and improve sleep. You learned about cognitive distortions, specifically catastrophic thoughts. You learned to identify them, to recognize them as exaggerated, and to create a countering mantra. V for the win. You will now have an opportunity to practice what you learned in this module. Use these strategies to help you decrease worrying and improve your sleep. And if it doesn't work perfectly the first few times, give it a chance. Don't catastrophize cognitive therapy. Catastrophize for the win. Ugh, it's a great word. It's not a great way to sleep.